Pearl Media, and obviously I never go solo. On today's episode, I still continue with another category, yes, another part 3, where we have a special beautiful lady here with us dealing with the concerns about weight loss journey. How is your weight loss journey going? Because mine is not looking so good. I literally had to seek advice from a dietitian. On today's show, I have brought to you Bessie. Bessie, good evening.
Hi,
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Please do introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay, hello viewers. Okay, my name is Bessie Loabile.
Stroke Loabile.
Yes.
Guys, that is juicy. What do you mean Stroke Loabile? So she kept her surname. Give me double barrels.
Not really. Not really. Okay, I'm Bessie Loabile.
Okay.
I'm Bessie Loabile. It's not a double barrel, yes. Okay. Then I come from Polokwane, Then, like you said, I'm a dietitian.
She is a dietitian and a very good one at that.
Okay, then I completed my honors degree in 2014. Then started working in Musina Hospital. I did my consult there.
Okay.
Then from Musina Hospital, I went to Musina Clinic in 2015. And then I worked in Musina Clinic from 2015 to 2018.
2018.
Yes. Then in 2018 September, that's when I moved to Musina.
Welcome to Musina.
Thank you.
By the way, you guys do know that we are in Musina town, which is around the Limpopo area. How has Musina been treating you for the past 3 years? It's 3 years now, right?
It's 3 years now. Musina has been good except for the heat. This place is too hot. But
Yeah,
besides that, it has been good. I've been learning to speak Chivenda. And I think so I'm trying.
Put her on the test.
Oh, I don't try me now. But I'm learning.
Which is good,
Yeah.
which is good. We need to learn these indigenous languages. I mean, we can't always be speaking Sekgowa. And obviously get out of your own mother tongue.
Yeah.
Like, then like Sepedi, at least I try.
Yeah, you try. I actually are perfect. You're not trying, you're perfect.
She's giving me too much credit. Now, Bessie, I welcome you on Pearl Media. As I came to your consultation room, I literally went to her consultation room, and oh my gosh, it was a struggle to enter the hospital due to mabaka already COVID. You must have a reason why you're going there. And I am not a patient, but I needed her to advise me on a journalistic level, which is why you are here. On my YouTube channel or on this platform, I started with an introduction where I was trying to explain to our viewers and also share my story. I'm trying to lose weight. Sitting at home, doing nothing, the gyms, they were closed. And you try now to work out, which I have been working out with Andy Levena. You should go see that video. The one that we posted last week. So I've been working out with Andy Levena, and I realized something very crucial. My eating plan, I know about clean, and it's one thing where you are working out, and then on the other hand, uja junk, which is where you come in.
Okay.
And I just hope you would be open to just advising me, and I believe others who are watching this recording throughout. So my first question to you is, what is a dietitian?
Okay. I can say dietitian is someone who works with people, obviously. And then it depends if a person has a clinical condition. So a dietitian will advise the patient or the client regarding that clinical condition. It might be that you are obese, or you have diabetes, or you have high blood, or you have anemia. So your dietitian will explain to you what anemia is and what you're supposed to eat so that this condition can get better.
Okay, so I'm guessing that when you are saying clinical, it means that this person already has one problem or the other. It's not necessarily about weight loss. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure you're with me here. A lot of people do not understand your profession. We just feel like you deal with food. Like, lose weight. But not knowing the other side of your profession, which comes to the malwetse I know what about to experienced on a daily basis. So I was hoping that you could try and break it down to us. Would you say you are the right person for me to come to? What do I need to eat in order to see my body weight losing or decreasing?
I'll say yes, we are the right people as dietitians. You can come to us and then we'll help you to lose weight.
Yeah.
And okay, going back to your question.
Okay.
As dietitians, we don't only work about weight loss. We you can find dietitians in the hospital, be it the public or private.
Yeah.
Or you can also find them in their own private practices.
Oh, okay.
You can also find them in the food industry. And then again, you can also find dietitians in the community. I read there's community nutrition, there's therapeutic nutrition, and food service.
Okay.
So it's not only about weight loss, and there's more.
We are definitely learning something. Her profession is very important. I remember when I had a discussion with you the other day in your practice, at your workplace, you mentioned the fact that you also work around, as opposed to Mutwelongore is ill from a specific disease, you also try to bring in people that do not necessarily have an illness. A dietitian, be it a new mother. Don't you just want to enlighten us on that?
Okay, on this one, I agree. It's like we do awareness.
Yeah.
It's like when we do awareness, like we tell people that, okay, let me give an example with the child health.
Yeah.
Let's say maybe I go to a clinic and then I find mothers there. I'll give health talk. Okay, if it is still scaling, and then after we are scaling, and then the weight of the baby is going down or it's going up too much, you have to go and consult the dietitian. The dietitian will tell you what you're supposed to give the baby so that the weight can be normal. The person mustn't be underweight or mustn't be overweight. It must just be normal. So obviously I'll get the mother about or central aging as based on that weight. And some mothers they don't know.
Yeah.
But when you go there and then tell them this and this and this, and then that's when they realize, okay, you need to see a dietitian. And then sometimes it may be, let me talk about maybe high blood, or let me say diabetes. And then if I'm busy doing awareness, giving health talks, be it on radio or at the clinic or at the pharmacy, then okay, if you say this signs, this and this and this and this, I can go and consult.
Yeah.
This signs diabetes or it's on the way. You have to consult. I mean, with the weight, whenever you're born as a person, you can say, I'm gaining weight too much. And then when you saw you are gaining weight too much, be free to come and consult.
Yeah.
It's maybe maybe go to a doctor first and then be like, okay, the doctor said maybe the illness is because of the weight. It is I have to see a dietitian. And when I saw now I'm doing too much, I'm see a dietitian.
Which is true, and mostly it is said that a cure, not a cure, but prevention is actually better. Exactly. So basically what you were saying is that your doors are open, even if one does not have any trait of illness. Okay. But do tell me, as you mentioned about awareness, after doing these awareness programs in the community, whether it be in radio or the farms as you mentioned, do people actually still come?
Let me just say 10%.
10% out of 100.
Yes.
That is not very good.
No, it's not good at all.
Yeah.
No, the thing I think about
That's not good.
It's not good at all. I get the prevention part, they want the cure part. Because when you tell them about the prevention, they think we are kidding or maybe we are too things or something like that. And it's not like that.
And
we
it's
just
definitely not.
trying to prevent.
Which, when you look at it on another angle, when somebody comes to you at a later stage where they are trying to heal or they are trying to get some sort of treatment for something that they could have actually prevented, it would have been so much easier.
Yeah.
Mara, unfortunately, which we hope or a community, our community, here in Musina and anywhere else you may be, there are such professions like Bessie's where they consult you in terms of food nutrition. I mean, everybody eats. Which is why I invited you. Now, Bessie, as me, Pearl, but I feel like I'm going around it in the wrong way. Because now I see myself eating whatever that is there, and sometimes I think starving myself could help me lose weight quicker. I just want to know from you, More, am I doing it the right way, and is there a better way that you can actually implement for me?
Okay. Pearl, as you want to lose weight,
Yeah.
first thing you must come and consult. Meaning when you get there, be it in a private or public. Firstly, I'll do the anthropometry. And the anthropometry meaning I'll be taking your weight, height, do the BMI,
Okay.
so that I can be able to get the calculations. And then after doing the anthropometry, I'll do the clinical assessment, and then after the clinical assessment, I'll have to get your blood history.
Okay.
And then after getting your debt history, that's when from that history, this is where you'll be telling me what you eat.
Or on a day-to-day basis.
Yes.
Okay.
What you eat every day. And then from here, from the
Diet history,
that's when I'll be able to do a personalized meal plan according to what you eat. But in a nutshell, like for now, I can say weight loss in a nutshell. You have to eat like less calories, don't eat too much.
Okay. By calories, what food has calories?
Okay. I'm gonna have calories.
Oh.
Usually calories. I get.
Okay.
So what do I mean by that? Don't consume too much energy.
Oh.
Because if you eat too much and also that energy, you end up being late.
Oh, okay. So it must be balanced.
Yes,
in
it
some
must
way.
be balanced.
Oh, okay.
And when you want to lose weight, that's where your dietitian gets in. Whereby the dietitian will do the calculations and let you know that you're supposed to eat this amount of calories in it. After getting your anthropometry.
Yo, I'm so sorry, but this sounds expensive.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But next thing about it, we have dietitians all over. In clinics, we have dietitians. Like I said, I work in my private clinic.
Yeah, yes.
In public hospital, we have dietitians. Also in private, if you want to go to a private. So obviously, in public or clinic or health centers, it's for free. But if you go to a private, obviously you pay.
Indeed. I'm sorry, I interrupted you because, hey, you mentioned a lot of things and I thought about my chankuras.
No. Okay, so I was saying, like, okay, for now, I'll just be like, in a nutshell.
Yes.
So you have to eat small meals, you don't have to eat too much.
Like in large portions.
Yes. So you have to break your meals maybe in 6 times. I'll explain how.
Okay.
6 times in a day, like that. It's small, frequent meals.
Okay.
Reason being, or avoid when maybe you took a long time or something, and then when you eat, you end up eating too much. So that's why some break your meals at least into 5 or 6.
Okay.
So it has to be 3 main meals and then snack in between.
Okay.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Yes. And then when I say snack,
Yeah.
I don't mean like mazimba biscuit, malakere, all those.
Okay.
Snack, it means small meal. It's a snack. Like
Okay.
2 slices of bread
Yeah.
can be a snack.
Can be considered a snack.
Yes. As
Okay.
long as it's just a small meal, it's a snack.
It's actually smaller than your main meals.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So, let's just say in a day, maybe in the morning when you wake up, you can have your cereals. Okay, mixed cereals. Obviously, it has to be, let me just say, the brown color, not the white color.
Oh, like all bread.
Yes, so all brand new, wheat bix, nutrifeed, mabele of porridge.
Yeah, that is very affordable.
Yes. I told you it's not expensive. Mabele of porridge. And then obviously when you use milk, it has to be low fat, not full cream.
Okay.
Yes.
But low fat, I'm
You'll get used to your taste buds will get used to. And again, when you want to lose weight, the mentality has to change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The nutritional value.
Guys, I hope you're listening. Wow, okay.
Yes. Because if we're not going to jela monate, ukasinya ke uka utlophela una ka jotse di monate and mostly jotse di monate ke jang and jang ke something that you're supposed to avoid.
You are actually trying to cut that.
Yes.
Cut away from junk.
And with low fat milk, you know what I mean? Obviously it has less calories compared to full cream.
Tell me something, Bessie. You mentioned the calories and all of that, which I believe that most foods that we buy from the store, they already have nutritional information at the back. Now, are you trying to say before I buy everything, I must go back?
And compare. Like now, if we can take a full cream milk, put it here, and then a low fat milk, put it here.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? The full cream milk has too much calories as compared to the fat. So it's very, very, very important to read labels.
Okay. And I guess that to read the labels from the beginning or from the get-go, you probably know which products are better to use. For example, if it's your milk, let's say I'm starting and I go and give myself time into the store, I pick what is good for me after observing and reading these nutritional labels. It becomes better in the long run, in the next week or 3 weeks.
And that thing you don't even read anymore. I'll just go for this. I'll just go for this.
Indeed.
Okay, so and again, like I said, the portion size is very important.
Portion sizes.
Oscari, I'm eating my bonus of porridge. It's healthy, and the dietitian said I can eat, and then what it doesn't work like that. So just fella like let me just say, if maybe we use a carb, 250 mils of carb
would be enough.
Yes. Okay. But again, agree, the dietitian after taking the anthropometry and doing the calculation will tell you the exact amount of grams and meals that you're supposed to take.
Wow, you guys actually make it so much easier, because at the back of my mind I actually thought, now I have to do all these calculations.
No, the dietitian does everything for you. And obviously your meal plan won't be the same as mine.
Yeah, it varies from person to person.
Yes.
Which is quite interesting. I must say to you guys, just before we started with this interview, we were setting up and everything, and I poured this glass of grape juice. When I was drinking it, they told me that no pearl, diluted. May I please put you on the spot? Why did you ask me to do that? Because I mean, 100%, it's a 100% juice blend that I bought in a store. Shouldn't it be more healthier? Why must I then dilute it?
It's too sweet, and then obviously it has too much calories. And then today we are trying to lose weight, like we talk about weight loss. Yeah. So we have to avoid too much sugar as much as we can. It doesn't matter. It comes from fruits, like the juice from the store. It says 100% juice. You have to at least reduce either add water or add ice.
Well, I hope you all are learning something because now I didn't know that and I actually exposed myself. Narana, a dietitian comes to your studio, you offer them a drink in the wrong manner. And immediately on the spot, they teach you something. I thank you so much for guiding me there because I had no idea. But you know what? The nice thing about learning, retutor every single day.
Yeah, that's true.
Every day. Look at obesity, right? How do we try to get someone who is obese? Let's say they are working out. Mara hadiba berege. How do you, as a dietitian, when you come in, how would you try to help that person?
Okay, working out again. It work out how and how many times in a week.
Yeah, in a week.
And then again, remember it has to be 80% nutrition, 20%
Workout.
workout.
Yo, 80% nutrition,
Yes.
20% workout. Okay, why?
How do I put this? Agree, whatever you know, at the moment, it's either it will gain shaggy or it will wait out even like a one.
Oh, okay.
So all man I don't really you exercise again. But the way you eat as you change, you still eat
Like
too
I've been
much,
eating.
or maybe you eat too much of junk.
Yeah,
So your weight won't go anywhere.
Which I believe then comes the part here 80-20.
Yes.
Okay.
So the dietitian must sit down with you if you are obese, like I said, to take the diet history and then discuss everything with you. And at the end of the day, it's about determination.
Yeah.
It's about how determined you are. Because even if I can give you counseling, and if you are not ready, you won't be able to deliver. I can do everything, talk to you, and then even do the meal plan for you.
Yeah.
But if you're not ready, you're not ready.
Sure. Talk about it all starts in the mind.
Yes.
It all starts in the mind because, like, imagine I'm sitting here with you. We are talking, cameras rolling and all of that, but I don't apply what you tell me to do, what you advise me to do. Then at the end of the day,
Yeah. And again, another problem goal, I think people that quick fix.
Yeah.
When you come to me and then I tell you, I'm not about the quick fix. I'm about good health.
Yeah.
So already that agree with that thing dietitian, maybe by the end of this month we can be
Yes.
like 50 kilograms. It doesn't
Overnight
work like
kind of
that.
thing.
It doesn't work like that. At the end of the day, ube more healthy.
Yeah.
Before I look sexy part.
Which is what we all want.
But you have to be healthy. It's you do that and then it costs your healthy part.
Yeah.
Understand those government you do things they cost your organs. By that time you're drinking things because then your kidneys.
Yeah.
You understand? So
speaking about stuff like that, maybe drinking things, or I mentioned that there has been some time where I starved myself. Maybe okay, I'm going to drink maybe let's say tea this morning without sugar, just tea fed. And went throughout the day, like today, I'm actually confessing to a dietitian. I haven't had a proper meal today. I've been pumping on caffeine, on coffee. I had so much to do at work. I think I had almost 6 cups of coffee throughout the day. And I can make sure I get so that I can be awake.
But that cannot be healthy. Let me give you an example with a car. A car uses oil, it uses water, it uses petrol.
Yeah.
If you put petrol only, what's going to happen?
Something is missing, it might not work.
Exactly. And then you didn't eat the whole day. You've been drinking coffee, and it's caffeine.
Yeah.
Caffeine and sugar. What do you think is happening on the organ system?
Hey, it's probably not balanced.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
I didn't think of it that way. And honestly speaking, it's not the first time that I do something like that, because at the back of my mind, okay, maybe Hanka is Tava for a day, maybe Kaja Manjibuya in the evening, I eat in the evening. When I get on the scale, I lost something. Guys, this is not easy for me to tell a dietitian.
Yeah, but don't consult. You cannot do that to yourself. Even if you have a busy schedule, you have to at least try. Okay, let me give you an example.
Okay.
In the morning I jog. Then when I come home, obviously I take a shower, and then maybe by the time if it's late, but I make sure I have breakfast. I mean, oats, when you prepare it, it's only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It doesn't take time. And then the wheat bix, just put in a bowl and
milk, and that's it.
and then by the time you feel like you start understand?
Yeah.
And you always maybe prepare a night before to avoid or you just eat whatever that comes on the way.
Yeah,
It helps.
because you're thinking that I'm late.
Yes.
I'll sort out the eating later, which is me.
You don't have to do that. You have to prepare a night before. But you go, okay, for lunch I'm going to eat this, and then for snack I'm going to eat this, and then for breakfast I'm going to eat this. And then you must have a cooler bag and put ice and carry your lunchbox to work.
That sounds like too much work.
No, it's not. And you get used to eat.
Really?
Hey, it's not.
It's actually something to
I
consider.
mean, if you cook at night, and then what's the lunchbox,
Yeah.
will be a fridge. And then tomorrow you go just to get off the fridge and then put in the box and then
You go to work.
Yeah.
And it sustains you the whole day.
you
Ibile. One thing I've learned, Bessie. I spent a lot of money on takeaways due to the fact that I didn't.
Another problem. Another problem. You end up wasting money too much. So the best thing is to prepare ahead. It will help you too much.
It works.
It works 100%. Especially when you want to lose weight. So I think you wanted to lose weight, but not really.
No, it's really the really part.
If you really want to lose weight, you cannot do that.
Yeah.
Or maybe you didn't consult the right people.
Well, I definitely didn't consult a profession. I literally confess on that part, which is why, as I was doing my research, it dawned on me that, Pearl, you're trying to work out and this and that, but you haven't really actually consulted a profession. And I thought to myself, I'm going to go to Musina Hospital and try and find if I can speak to someone that can assist.
Okay. Then you must come and consult, like one-on-one consultation.
I thought this was a consultation.
This is not a consultation. This one is not a consultation.
Well, to all of you, our friends here on Pearl Media, if there are any services as I almost called you Mary, your colleague. If there are any professions or services that are offered by Bessie's profession, go out there and make use of
They
them.
are there, believe me, they are there. We have dietitians all over.
And you mentioned that we can also find them in public healthcare.
Yes. Hospitals, clinics, they are there.
I think Nagojedingwe it's the lack of awareness. We probably don't know or
Exactly, or maybe you are just ignorant.
Yeah, ignorance. That is the right word.
Ignorant.
Now, for a young Pearl who is probably in grade 12 this year, guys, Pearl Media cares about education. Let's say unyaka waba dietitian, probably because someone in the family is obese and they want to try and change a lifestyle, but a dietitian. Tell us, how was your journey throughout your school career and all of that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, university. It was it.
before varsity. Before one gets to varsity, I believe maybe let's start there as we go along.
Okay. Obviously they have to do science, maths, and what is biology? Life science.
Yeah, life sciences.
They have to do that, and then get B. Yeah,
Bachelor certificate.
Yes. And then they can apply to Sfagomahat or University of Limpopo, UP, UKZN, UCT. They can check.
Yeah.
And then apply.
Yeah.
And then they must be determined.
Determination.
They must work very hard.
Yeah.
And then they must be passionate about working with people. Because if you are not passionate, like this is not for you. I mean, like for example, when we say weight loss gym, it's a gym.
Yeah.
I must be there for you throughout.
Definitely.
Even if you happen to call me maybe ShopRite and be like, hey, my dietitian, can I buy this mayonnaise? Like, is it good? Maybe only the nutritional values, and be like, okay, it's not like you start to be passionate.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have and then you must be able to translate science here like into reality. You understand? It's about that thing you don't care about food.
Yeah.
Obviously it's all about food.
True.
It's all about food science, and then you must be able to relate to all this.
With all of it. Tell us about your varsity life. I'm interested to know about that. I mean, this beautiful lady here. Okay.
It was hectic. I don't know to lie. It was hectic, especially therapeutic nutrition. Yeah. It was hectic. At least community nutrition and food studies.
Yes.
But therapeutic nutrition
was something else.
Flames. But I survived. Yeah, I survived. But hey. But I believe they can do it.
They can. You work in the public sector, I believe. Musina Hospital, yes. And they allow anybody to come in. As long as you come in, get a channel JD right. Unlike what I did, because it was more of this. But eventually I managed to find you. And I must say, she is a darling. I remember when I got to her office, I had to wait because she was not expecting me. And you were doing your rounds, right? At the time,
yeah.
Yes, and I waited, and she comes in with her colleague, and I'm like, no, that must be her. Then I go and knock in her office. She had no idea what I was doing there, and I didn't even have a file. But she opened her arms for me. And I thank you so much. I truly thank you. So, even in our community, Musina, and they want assistance, they can come to Musina Hospital. And even you said Hasiwena Fela, right?
We are friends.
Okay. I also know of Mary. Well, that is everything that I needed. They told me to come and consult.
Yes, you must come and consult.
I will definitely make time for that. I will definitely make time.
Otherwise, you go
Bessie, to you, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us, and please give our viewers just last words of inspiration should anybody be in a journey of weight loss, as this series is all about weight loss. What can you say to a young me or another me or anybody else that wants to lose weight?
Okay, what I can say, don't take like struggling. Go and consult a profession so that your journey can be smooth and then a healthy one.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's all about health, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm Madam Health.
Go and consult, do the right things so that you can live longer. I think it helps also without having like other conditions that you caused for yourself.
Yeah.
Because of you had someone saying, can you do this and this, and it helped me, and then you want to jump in. Don't do that to yourself. Weight loss is a journey, so go and consult. We have dietitians all over. Go and consult.
Wow, thank you so much. And you are so beautiful, by the way. Well, To all of our friends here at Pearl Media, we care a lot about your weight loss journey. Share in your story or two. Have you ever visited a dietitian? Well, you should consider doing that. And I would always say, from me to you, just want to remind you to take care of yourself. Even if it's not for you, do it for the rest of us. Because you know what? You matter. You really, really, really matter. Peace.